Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nufitratul Lakma binti Zakra. My meeting number is 27955.
So, first of all, I will present about the mass communication in interaction. In generally, mass communication refers to a process of communication to the mass media and is to said to be the unit form of communication. This means that the mass communication spread a message to a large group of media or call to the audience. For example, mass communication is the transmission of the message to the various media, including the radio, television, film, internet, and so on. All these media require to use the large organization and technology equipment. Next, the use of mass communication also serve as the delivery of information and internet, also used for the special interest. Today, as we see, the mass communication is increasingly used by the many people because mass communication is to the production and distribution based on the technology and institution of the continuous message flow and is most widely honored, especially in the industrial society. So that's all from me. I will pass into the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anisha Rima binti Jeffrey. My meeting number is 281818. I will continue the presentation about internet as a modern day medium in the mass communication. Generally, the internet is one of the mass communication media that is often used nowadays. With the transfer of technology and extensive networks, the internet has become a necessity as a human daily activity basis. The internet has been widely used regardless of age and background. The use of internet also has become very important because individuals nowadays spend more their time on internet because it's very fast, time-saving, and also flexible. For example, many people use the internet as a medium to find information, read the latest news, and on the other hand, they no longer use newspaper clipping to get news. On the other hand, they prefer to use the internet to get the latest information. This use of electronic newspaper can be accessed from any part of the world where there is an internet network. Next, the education sector nowadays has changed, which is better known as e-learning. For example, e-learning has been introduced in Malaysia, which is a distance education system that only uses gadgets and internet to involve in this learning process. The internet as a modern medium communication has grown throughout the world with its spreading effect on society in this process. In the communication process, for example, in the fields of education, business, and entertainment, the internet has revolutionized mass communication, becoming the modern medium of choice for people all over the world. It has changed the way society shares information, communicates, and uses media. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Siti Nur Badara binti Marazi. My metric number 27718. I will present about the relationship between the scope of mass communications and the field of communications. The scope of mass communications, including the internet, has a close relationship with the field of communications that affect society. Here are some aspects of the relationship, such as being able to access information easily. Mass communication, including the internet, significantly impacts society by enabling easy access to information. The internet has become the primary channel for accessing news sources, articles, and blogs, impacting people's perceptions, thoughts, and attitudes towards certain issues. Next, make it easy for the community to communicate. The internet has revolutionized communications, enabling quick and easy global connections through social media, messaging platforms, and email applications. This has impacted social relationships and human interactions, forming new communications patterns and reducing geographical and time limitations in community communications. The internet has opened the door for greater community participations in the communications process. The internet enables community participations in communications through online platforms like forums, comments, and social media. Mass communications enable individuals to disseminate information quickly and efficiently, influencing decision-making, public opinions formations, and social influence. The internet provides a wide space for individuals to express their identity, Mass communications, including the internet, allow individuals to express their identity through blogs, and social media platforms. This affects society's understanding of personal identity and cultural diversity. Mass media significantly influence public opinions, attitudes, and behavior, shaping social norms and individual and group behavior. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
My name is Najia binti Hamzan. My metric number is 27947. I will continue with the process of mass communication. The process of mass communication is the process of conveying truth by one person communicator to another person communicating. Such truths can be through information and ideas that come to mind. Therefore, the process of mass communication has several important stages involving the collection, delivery and receipt of information. Here are the main stages of the mass communication process. The first one is information collection. The initial stage in the process of mass communication is the collection of information or news. It involves emails, journals, searching for various sources of information, conducting interviews, conducting research and collecting relevant facts. The collection of information at the beginning of the communication process is very important because it will filter in advance the information obtained. This is said to be because the information that is on the internet now is not authentic. This will have a negative impact on society as well as the country. Second one is editing. Once the information is gathered, the next stage is editing. At this stage, news or media content is selected, modified, and arranged for public presentation. This process involves selecting the most relevant and interesting stories, as well as developing an appropriate structure and writing style. In this area, editing application can be preloaded by users. Some examples of popular editing applications are InShot, CapCut, and so on. Therefore, interesting editing can improve the quality of the video as well as attract public attention. The third one is media production. After the editing and editing process is complete, the media content is produced in a format suitable for mass media to be used. This can be newspaper, magazine, television, broadcast, radio, website, or internet. Most of the production of a lot of information is released over the internet. This is because the internet is so easy for them to refer to. For example, news of current issue can be viewed over the internet. Next is messaging. This stage involves the dissemination of media content to the audience. Different media use different communication channels to convey their message. For example, newspaper and magazine use printing for physical distribution, while television and radio broadcast use electromagnetic transmission for broadcasting, and social media deliver content through online platform. With the existence of social media, blogs, and other content sharing platforms, individuals can easily contribute to the creation and distribution and discussion of content. Last one is acceptance and use. The last stage is the receipt and use of the message by the audience. Audience process the information, reserve, and interpret it according to their own background, knowledge, and belief. They can provide feedback, share information with others, or respond to message through interaction with the media or through co-creation. The speed and acceptance of news is faster over the internet. The internet has changed the way news is spread. In the past, print and television and radio media were the main sources of the news. However, with the advance of the internet, news can be spread instantly through new website, social media, and video sharing platform.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nusa Farhanis binti Zulkifli. My metric number is 279359. I will continue present about steps involved in the mass communication process. If we look at mass communication, there are several identified steps involved in the planning process of mass communication. Among the necessary steps in mass communication is the identify of goal. This is because it is an early step in ensure that the goal of this communication can be effective. The identification of the information is a verification to ensure that this information is said to be from the correct source. For example, the internet is a medium for the rapid dissemination of information that require the validity of certain information. This is because anyone can provide information and spread information without knowing whether the information is reliable or not. Second, determining the audience is a step mass communication planning. The determination of this audience is said to identify who we get information, whether it consists of demographic group, certain age group and demograph. Not only that, but also involves our reader audience. We see when this internet resource is used in advertising marketing that determine to one is want to give information. The evidence has said that internet resources that were initially used as a medium of communication and information sales have now begun to be active use as an advertising medium. The next step in the mass communication planning process is information gathering. This is because the collection of correct information is very important in ensure that communication can be carried out smoothly. If we relate to internet resources that will build a medium in finding vast information without borders, this is when the community can use the internet to get information on a matter without limit. Furthermore, the availability of the internet has made it possible to further diversity the available information source. For example, the community can access the internet on website to obtain information or reference about learning. Besides, the step involved in the mass communication process is to organize the message. This is so because putting together a message is a clear piece of information and ensure that the information is well understood by the community. If we look more closely at this internet source, we must ensure that the content of this information can be present in an orderly and clear manner. Furthermore, the message is delivery is an easy to understand language to make it easy for the public to understand. For example, organizing message through marketing that will provide information about a product that will attract the attention of the public to buy the product. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, in conclusion, based on the information for the presenter, all of the mass communication used by the public is the internet, and use of the internet as a medium of communication is widely used. In addition, there are several processes used in communication. Among them are information gathering, editing, production, messaging, and reception to end use. With the process used is to produce the delivery of something by the using the mass media according to the steps so that it can be delivered in an orderly manner. So, because of this, mass communication process is important because it has the complete interaction between the mass media and the audience. Therefore, the internet is said to have a close relationship with the communication, because without the internet information cannot be accessed. It is so no wonder that information is shared using the internet these days. This is because many communication now on smartphone. Thus, mass communication is one of the communication tools used by today's society in the world with the development of technology. This is because all the information you want to convey and can be conveyed quickly and easily. If the use of internet is future improved, then way of communicating is also easy to convey even if you are in a distant position. That's all from my group. Thank you.